Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I would be grateful if you take a few moments to listen to the following short safety announcements. On hearing the fire alarm, we would ask everyone to evacuate the building immediately. Please leave in a calm and orderly manner using the exits which are located at the front and the rear of the hall. Then make your way to the assembly point at the front of the physics building or located at the car park side of the hall opposite the main building. We would ask you to remain there until instructed otherwise. Please do not attempt to re-enter the building, even if the alarms have been silenced, as this does not always mean the emergency is over. Today especially, thank you more than ever for wearing a face mask. It is important to remind everyone that masks should be worn whilst in the hall unless you're crossing the stage. I would also like to take this opportunity to ask you to silence all mobile phones now for the duration of the ceremony. Thank you for your cooperation, and we trust you enjoy your visit to Queen's University. A short university video will now be played.
I've always had an interest in going on to have a career in research, so I knew that when I was picking the university for my postgraduate studies, I needed to pick a university that was known on the international stage.
Skills anywhere I find myself. What matters is to apply the skills to make wherever I find myself a better place.
It seems to be a great way to separate yourself from the rest of the pack. Shows the employer you're engaged and you're really interested in this area.
Since becoming a postgraduate student and I have access to the graduate school, it's a gorgeous building. It's really easy to work your life around it. Like, if it doesn't take over your life, it improves it.
Please rise to receive the academic procession.
Good morning, everybody, and a warm welcome on this special occasion to graduates, parents, families, and friends. I declare open this congregation for the celebration of degrees, diplomas, and certificates. Please be seated. Members of Senate, members of staff from Stranmillis University College, fellow members of staff from Queen's, ladies and gentlemen, guests, friends, may I say how delighted I am to have the opportunity of saying a few words to you this morning. And to our graduates from Stranmillis University College, may I say, welcome back. Our winter graduation has returned, and this event, a celebration of your achievements, is an important part of it. You've already received your degrees, of course, but circumstances denied you the opportunity of the traditional Whittle Hall experience until now. This stage, across which you will soon walk, has hosted so many famous people. We've had ex-presidents of the United States of America, United States Secretary of State, world leaders, British prime ministers, politicians. I could go on. There's been actors across here, sports people, Nobel laureates, and musicians. So you walk on very, very precious ground. One of the more interesting names to actually have been on this stage, which was originally referred to me by my sister, and it's for a certain generation, I may add, is that the Jimi Hendrix Experience played here in 1967. For those of you of this generation, go and look up who Jimi Hendrix is. He was a big name. So today you'll be able to mingle with your former fellow students, with your family, and with your friends. It's an opportunity for us to say to you, well done. But there's also something else to celebrate today. When you began your journey, you could not have imagined how much life would have changed by the time that journey had ended. Nobody could have foreseen the global catastrophe that lay ahead and what the impact would be. Normal life, as we had known it, was put on hold indefinitely. But let me pay tribute to all the people of Stranmillis University College, of Queen's, and also to you for the way you responded and adapted to this extraordinary situation, and how you helped the work of your college and your university to keep going. We should also all feel proud the way our people contributed to the well-being of the wider community. I think of those hundreds of students across our health and social care professions who joined the workforce early to support the National Health Service. I think of our researchers who are engaged in clinical trials on vaccine development, working on research into new therapeutics, and examining the social impact of the pandemic, including that on teaching. We use technologies to increase Northern Ireland's diagnostic testing capacity and to help meet the need for PPE to fight against the disease. I'd also wish to thank also our student volunteers. So many of you giving your time in all sorts of ways. It can be simple things like running errands to making phone calls to the isolated and to the vulnerable, and so much more. This is service to the community of a very high order indeed. University life can be very challenging, and undoubtedly there were some nervous moments over the past few years, probably around assessment and examination time. And then came COVID, and that has presented us all with a stress of an entirely different kind. You rose to that challenge too, and the success that you're celebrating today is a tribute not just to your academic ability, but also to your resilience. But I'm sure you'll recognize there was a team behind you all the way. I'm thinking of those individual members of staff who did so much to guide you through, and of course, your family and friends cheering you on from the sidelines. They've all played their part, so why don't we give them a well-deserved round of applause. Your education, helping you to reach your goals, creating, sustaining and developing a world-class learning environment, these are the passions which motivate the people of this university and of your college, at every level, every day. Our students are the lifeblood of our university, and our graduates are the future of our society. You've accomplished a great deal during your years of study, and you've every right to feel a great sense of pride in that. You have knowledge and skills that will make so much difference to the lives of others. You've been well equipped for your future by your time at Queen's. Above all, you've learned how to be resilient. Your ability to cope with adversity has been tested, and you have come through with shining colours. Leaving university isn't the end of something. It is the beginning. This part of your education is over, but your capacity to learn and the opportunities for you to learn are undiminished. It has been said that success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, the love of what you're doing or learning to do. And I'm sure you can see those traits in you in those words. So once again, my congratulations to you. I'm delighted that we're having this opportunity to celebrate together, and I wish you continued success in your future careers. Will all graduates please rise? In the name and by the authority of the university, I confer on you and those whose names appear in the graduation list the degrees, diplomas and certificates to which you are entitled, and for which you who are present will be individually presented by the Director of Research and Scholarship at Stranmillis University College. Please be seated.
Pro Vice-Chancellor, I present to you graduates for the degree of Master of Arts in Early Childhood Studies in Stranmillis University College. Karen Walker. Elaine Higginson. Patricia Phillips. And for the degree of Master of Education in Education Studies, Rochelle Stewart, Zara Burton, Jordan Christopher McCain. And in Educational Studies, Lorraine Alice Daniels. In General Studies, Jennifer Hutton. And in Pastoral Care, Rachel Alexandra McKinley. Laura Totten. For the degree of Master of Teaching, Julianne Mullally. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Early Childhood Studies, Natalie Ansley. Sarah Catherine Benson, Amy Cosgrove, Sarah Ann Craig, Leah May Emberson, Erin Ruth Henderson, Daniel John William Honeyman, Christine Ingram, Hannah Melissa Johnston, Catherine Ruth Johnston, Samara Leaney, Zoe Marie Marin, Nicola McCauley, Rebecca Jane McClure, Natalie McConaughey, Rona Louise McIntyre, Karen Mihas, Hannah Marianne Nelson, Tony Sharvin, Gail Catherine Traynor, Sarah Ard, Joseph Cashel, Nadine Elizabeth Christie, Laura Close, Carrie Ann Collins, Marissa Conway, Laura Daly, Lauren Elliott, Aisling Patricia Fallon, Jennifer Lynn Ferguson, Rachel Fitzsimons, Danielle Hetherington, Laura Irvine, Amy Kearns, Victoria Jacqueline Logan Hayes, Rebecca McFarlane, Amy McAleese, Marion McCarran, Robin McClurg, Ellen Mary McConnell, Laura Camille McCreary, Lucy McDonald, Sarah McGahan, Niamh McGuckian, Helena Margaret Morgan, Shannon Rowe Mulgrew, Lauren Murphy, Andrina Murray, Gemma Nelson, Maria Sheila O'Donnell, Claire Rafferty, Karen Ellen Elizabeth Reid, Caitlin Annie Megan Stockman, Terry Vance, Laura Helen Vincent, Ryan James Black, Louisa Dillon, Jordan Hazlett, Tamara Lappin, Laura McFeely, Roisin Ann Montague, and for the degree of Bachelor of Education, Francesca Johann Bedell, Rachel Bishop, Amy Bloomfield, Joshua Daniel Booth, William Luke Bristow, Amy Leanne Caldwell, Jessica Victoria Ellen Cargill, Jenny Lauren Crozier, Logan Dunbar, Naomi Grace Fenton, Jordan Graham, Natalie Margaret Graham Mulgrew, Jonathan Hall, Stephanie Jill Hines, Rosanna Martha Hunter, Sharon Doucet, Karen Gillian Lennox, Maeve Antonia McGee, Laura Jane Mahaffey, Jane Avril Major, Rebecca Sarah Elizabeth Marcus, Amy Jane McAlpine, Katie McComb, Elizabeth McCrossan, Jacqueline Jessica Lauren Mulholland, Naomi Denise Nixon, Catherine Reid, Kate Ritchie, Sarah Louise Robinson, Sarah Sinclair, Kirsty Heather Stewart, Fiona Elizabeth Strahan, Hannah Jane Walsh, Judith Wilson, Emma Jane Wright, Christopher Robert Atchison, Katie Allen, Emily Judith Barr, Eliza Kate Beattie, Naomi Rosemary Beckett, Jordana Bunting, Grania Campbell, Judith Campbell, Rebecca Carson, Rhea Casey, Grace Elizabeth Cleland, Catherine Elizabeth Cruz, Alana Dunn, Anna Elliott, Sarah Fallon, Victoria Falloon, Claire Elizabeth Gailey, Victoria Gaw, Emma Gibson, Ida Glass, Jenny Grant, Evie Victoria Greenwood, Cassie Griffin, Thomas James Haddock, Ruth Elizabeth Hanna, Adam Harrison, Victoria Lee Hart, Molly Hayes, Emma Jean May Herron, Dervla Martine Hunter, Connor John Irving, Katie Ruth Jameson, Nicholas Jameson, Sam William John Jones, Amy Kerr, Laura Hannah Knox, Amy Lee Laird, Eve Margaret Louise Lowry, Nuala Teresa McCosker, Cameron Martin, Emma McAllister, Jessica McLean, Catherine Mary Jane McCook, Leah Diane McCormick, Lauren McRae, Andrea Elizabeth McDowell, Dervla Bridget McErlane, Rona Mary McGran, Rachel McGrattan, Emma Johanna McKay, Claire McKinney, Tierna McMahon, Alice Jane McNeil, Nisha McSherry, Natasha Mellon, Emma Mitchell Brannigan, Heather Isabel Moffat, Paula Maloney, Shannon Amy Morrow, Claire Olivia Murphy, Karis Rebecca Orr, Samuel Ernest Patterson, Fiona Pollard, Emer Quinn, Naomi Rankin, Jonathan Arthur Reid, Abigail Louise Reith, Philippa Rose Ringroad, Amy Elizabeth Salter, Eamon Scannell, Catherine Elizabeth Alice Smiley, Victoria Stephanie Stewart, Daniel Gordon Stewart, Rachel Ellen Sullivan, Sophie Nicola Louise Torrance, Nicole Mary Rebecca Turtle, Olivia Walker, Emma Catherine Warden, Catherine Warnock, Anna Welch, Emma Charlotte Williamson, Catherine Elizabeth Wilson, Connor McAleese, Benjamin Stevenson. And for the degree Bachelor of Science in Health, Physical Activity and Sport, Cavan Hagan, Connor McKee, Adam Crook, Thomas Hunter, Owen Gerard MacDonald, Scott McElwain, Kelly Margaret Reynolds, Nora Sullivan, Keelan Raymond Morgan, Kieran Faye Traynor. And for the foundation degree in Early Childhood Studies, Sinead Gouldy, Michelle Martina Lavery, Sarah McCone, Caitlin Moreland, Amy Louise Barnes, Lauren Crilly, Katie Doherty, Carolyn Roberta Dundas, Lauren Ferguson, Caitlin Alexandria Hagan, Chelsea Marie Irwin, Rachel McCann, Amy McLaughlin, Megan Alex Miller, Michelle Morgan, Sunniva Sally Marie O'Connor, Megan Patterson, Nicole Mia Price, Rebecca Thorpe, Beth White, Claire Louise Bell, Caitlin Brogan, Shannon Tony Collins, Lisa Donnelly, Rebecca Clive Han-Toombs, Mita Alexandra Hastings, Rhiannon Irvine, Leona Kirkland, Anya McCartney, Katie Evelyn Anna McGahern, Claire Catherine Phillips, and Laura Taylor.
I think we should celebrate again. Come on, let's show people we really appreciate their efforts. So we're coming towards the end of the ceremony, and you've now walked across the stage, and it's always a stressful event because you're making sure you're getting up the stairs and walking across. So you all did very well. I could see the intensity in some eyes as you were walking across. So congratulations again to all for reaching this really significant milestone. We have enjoyed today the privilege of sharing this celebration with you. As a university, we are very, very proud of what you've achieved, and we hope that you are proud of this Queen's, your university. As a graduate, you'll always be part of the Queen's community. So I could advise you to stay in touch with the university through our Development and Alumni Relations Office and make the most of the numerous opportunities that are available to you as graduates. As graduates from Stranmillis University College and as future leaders in education, you have such an important role to play in shaping the future landscape of learning across Northern Ireland and further afield, and inspiring future generations to come. You have the knowledge and skills to educate and prepare young minds to ensure our future society is equipped to evolve, to grow, and to be prosperous. So congratulations again to you all. You deserve your success. I wish you every success in the future, and I look forward to hearing about your achievements over the coming years. Enjoy the rest of your day. I declare closed this congregation for the celebration of degrees, diplomas and certificates, and invite our graduates to join the academic procession as it leaves the hall. Parents and friends should wait until the procession has left.
Queen's Alumni Office was established to ensure that the relationship between graduates and alma mater becomes lifelong. Many people will have forged lasting personal and professional friendships while at Queen's, and the ongoing Alumni Outreach Programme aims to keep Queen's men and Queen's women in touch with the university and, of course, with each other. In time, alumni will make return visits to Queen's for reunions, public lectures, social and academic events, and perhaps further study. It's particularly important to stay in contact if careers are pursued overseas, and for this reason Queen's now has a number of graduate organisations based both here in Northern Ireland and throughout the world in Canada, America, the Far East, Africa and Northern Europe. So, graduation should not mark the end of your association with Queen's. Through the Alumni Office, those friends, contacts and memories can last a lifetime.